Hey guys, another one for our Wheels in Japan playlist on our mini-series of crazy drives in Japan.
So we've showed you this one lots of times, haven't we? Not stopping at the red light, but then stopping in the intersection, which is sort of pointless. They may as well have continued right through, but this is what they do. Stop on the crossing or past the crossing, actually in the intersection. It's odd, isn't it? And it's not like they've suddenly stopped at the last moment. This is just what a lot of these guys do. They don't sort of worry about that white line they're supposed to stop before. They just sort of stop sort of there. Right. This'll do. This is I stopped. I stopped. It's okay. Of course that is a penalty. If the police wanted to, they could actually write a ticket for any of these guys for not stopping because they didn't stop before the white line. But evidently they don't write tickets often enough that these guys just don't worry about it. Phone zombie here. He was on his phone, drifting back and forward, and the guy on the left there wanted to drive past him, but wasn't confident to because this white car kept drifting across and drifting across and crossing across the white line because he was staring at his phone. So, oh yeah, too close to each other. This is scary to watch. We're actually right back. Our passenger's using a zoom, right, to show you how close they are to each other. So it's about 70 kilometres an hour there. They're probably doing about 80. And look how close they are. If one of them makes a mistake, and we see this all the time, one of them makes a mistake, they all run into each other. And then they all stand around looking surprised. Oh, look at this guy. See, drifting backwards and forwards. Drifting backwards and forwards. Crossed the line, almost hit the car on the left. And then sort of half indicated a bit, and then went round the car in front, squeezed between a little gap. It's sort of usually not aggressive. They don't think of it as aggressive, or they're not behaving what they feel is aggressively. Usually, sometimes you get aggressive drivers, but it's just usually they're just in a hurry and they're just not aware of the dangers. And truck drivers are terrible for it. Look how close he is to that car in front. And of course, they're the scariest because they're big and heavy, sitting really close to small cars. Look at this guy. And again, now and again, someone messes up and it's on the news that some truck wiped out 3 or 4 cars. It was on the news this week that a car left the road and wiped out a whole heap of pedestrians on the footpath. So it happens all the time. Happens all the time, and everybody acts surprised and, oh, isn't that terrible? Right? Nothing changes. They don't do any more policing or any more ticket writing. Or there's actually technology in Australia at the moment that a camera that can detect if a driver's looking at a phone while they're driving, and then they give them a $1,000 penalty. Which, if it stops people doing it, how unconcerned is this guy sitting at the intersection, surfing the net? You can see what he's doing. There was nothing important. He wasn't answering an important message to return to the hospital or something. He's just sort of browsing. That's how unconcerned, how obvious is that? And he's so unconcerned about getting a ticket because his chance of getting a ticket's almost zero.
More videos coming soon.